Hello class 9. From this video I will revise lesson 1 from economics, the story of village Palampur. Actually in this particular lesson Palampur is an imaginary village, but through this village we are going to discuss about the condition of Indian village. My dear student, you know very well that in this particular chapter, first of all, we will discuss or I will discuss to you the very important term which is related with the production. First of all, what is the meaning of production? Production is related in which we produce something. We produce goods and services. Actually, this particular production is related with the economic activity, and that is why we find that in village Palampur we find two type of activity. First of all, the farming activity, and after then non-farming activity. The farming activity is basically related with the agriculture, and non-farming activity is related or is not related with the agriculture, or non-farming activity are those activity which is not related with the agriculture, but some other activities are included in the non-farming activity. So when we discuss about the economic activity which is related with the productional economic activity of village Palampur, then we find 75% people of village Palampur are engaged in farming, and 25% people of village Palampur are engaged in non-farming activity. So as you know that I am discussing with you the condition of or the story of village Palampur. So first of all, it is very essential to know that what was the condition of village Palampur. Actually, in your NCERT book, the Palampur is observed as a developed village. So if we say or when we discuss that this particular village is a developed village, then there will be some conditions. What are the conditions? First of all, in village Palampur we find the good facility of roads, and these roads are connected nearby village and towns. In village Palampur we find the good facility of electricity, and we also find there is a various means of transport. Truck, tanga, jeep, etc. are found on the roads of village Palampur, which play very important role for the economic activity, that is the farming and non-farming activity of village Palampur. After that, you may see that in this village Palampur, as you told and as I know and you know that very well, that 75% people are engaged in farming, and in farming activity you may see irrigation is needed, and there is a electric tube well found in the village Palampur, and it provide the good facility of the irrigation in the farming. After then we find that there are primary health centers in village Palampur as well as the primary schools in village Palampur. So overall or finally, when we discuss that if these all things are available in the village Palampur, so no doubt a village can be observed as the developed village, and when these all things are found in the Palampur, it means Palampur is a developed village. Now, as you know very well that I started this particular lesson from the production. So production, you know, is a type of activity, is a type of economic activity which play very important role in the economic condition of a country. So as we are discussing about the economic activity or the productional economic activity, so first of all I will discuss with you about the organization of production. It means when we start to produce something, then we need something. First of all, as I have written here, aim of production. What is the aim of production? Means the aim of production is to produce which we need. And after then you may see when we produce something, then there is some requirements of the production. So here I have written first of all the various requirements which are in four number: land, labor, physical capital and human capital, which I will discuss with you, and it is very important for you. First of all, land. Land is a type of natural resource, and without land we cannot start any productional activity. So including land, we also discuss some important natural resources like forest, like minerals, like water. So these are the basic requirement for the production. After then, the second very important requirement which is given here, that is labor. The term labor is related with people, those who work on the land. It may be agricultural activity, it may be farming activity, or it can be related with the non-farming activity. So the people, those who are doing work on the land, or those who are related with the or in the production activity, they will be observed as labor, and without labor no any production activity can take place. So labor play very important role in the organization of production. After land, after then I am going to discuss with you the physical capital. Here the physical capital is related with the inputs. Inputs means the various things which are really needed in the various stages of the production. When we use the various inputs for the output or for the production, then we find that it is observed as the physical capital. My dear student, you know very well that the physical capital is of two types. The first is fixed capital and the second one is working capital. What is the meaning of fixed capital? In fixed capital we find that first of all, when we invest some money, then such type of capital will run for a long time. So such type of capital is known as the fixed capital. For example, machines, for example, tools and so many things. So when we invest money in the machine, in the tools, then it will work in the productional activity and it will run for a long time. So it is a one time investment things, and it will give what? Output various time in the various stages of the production. After that, you may see here I have done the working capital. Working capital is a type of capital. It is related with the one time. One time means first means as we get the working capital, it will be used first time and after then it will over. So working capital is a type of capital which will be changed always. For example, raw material. So when we get raw material from the nature, this particular raw material will be processed, and then what will happen? The final goods will be produced. So once the raw material will be used, then what will happen? A type of output will be gained in the production activity. So once it will be used, and after then once it will be used and after then the final production or the final product will be produced. After then, the second very important example of working capital is money in hand. You may see very well that money will be invested, and after then what will happen? Once a money will be invested, it will spend, and after then what will happen? It will work, but after the spend of money, it will be observed as a working capital. And at last, the fourth requirement of production, which is very important here, the human capital. Human capital means the skill. Human capital means the technology. Human capital means the various skill, technology, and human capital is a type of capital which will use the skill and technology and knowledge for what? In the productional activity, and for what? it is the only human capital, and it will use, and this particular human capital will use the land, labor, physical capital or fixed or working capital to produce something. Without the skill, technology and knowledge of human capital, the production activity will never take place. That is why you find that human capital is superior than other resource or capital. This particular human capital, you know, is well discussed in the second chapter of the people as resource in this particular economics. So as you know that in this particular video I have discussed some very important topic you, that is the what is the meaning of production, after then what is the aim of production, after then what are the requirement of production, after then in village Palampur we find the farming and non-farming activity, and the farming activity is related with the agriculture and non-farming activity is related with the dairy, with the small shop, with the computer classes. These all things are observed as a non-farming activity. 75% people are engaged in farming activity, 25% people are engaged in non-farming activity, and Palampur is a well-developed village, and through this Palampur we are trying to discuss and we are trying to observe about the organization of production. So after this discussion I hope you understood the importance of the production and the condition of village Palampur. In my next video, I will discuss about the land as well as the farming activity of village Palampur. I will send video related to this video and I hope you understood this video. Thank you very much.